is just a quick video, a few bowspring postures for those of you who want to just move a little bit. Short sequence, mostly on the floor, and maybe some crouching cat. So let's just get to it. Make your way to all fours. On your mat in all fours, knees stack underneath the hips. Hands are just as wide as the shoulders, maybe a little bit wider. Top of the foot presses gently into the mat, drag back, roots the hips back and wide, hollows in the front of the groins. Strong push of the mat away, fill into the space between your shoulder blades. Crown of head reaches forward. Find a pulse. Root the hips back and wide. And then press the hands into the mat and pull the ribs forward. Searching for a lengthened tone in the belly. Eyes look towards the top of the mat. Root the hips back towards the heels. Peel left knee out to the side. Place the paw to the mat. Kickstand the right out just a little bit. Root the hips back and wide. Reach the crown of head towards the top of the mat. Option to come up onto dome, left fingertips. Find your pulse. Sit the hips back and wide. Reach the crown of head forward. Eyes look towards the top of the mat. Finding lightness in the left fingertips by rising through the ribs on the left side. Strong push of the mat away with the right, searching for a hollow underneath the armpit. Option to extend your seat long. Press the seat away like you're pushing into something, extending through the sideline of the body. Connect dome fingertips back down to the mat. Light point of sensitivity. Pick up the left knee, hug it in towards the belly, open leg to the side. Hero the foot. As the knee hugs in, the hips root back. Crown of head reaches forward, find your pulse. Keeping light in the torso by pushing the mat away so strong with the right, rising through the ribs on the left. Next time the torso comes forward, step the left foot to the outside edge of right knee. Draw the hips back and wide. Crown of head reaches forward. Same motion, finding that pulse. Sitting the hips back and wide. Staying full in the ribs. Lifted chin. Feeling into the outer glute. One more pulse. Replace the left knee to the mat. Plant the left hand. Come back through all fours. Spring load. Tack the hips back, up and wide. And then reach the ribs and crown of head forward. Searching for the lengthened tone in the belly. Next time your hips tag back, peel right knee out to the side, place paw to the mat. Kickstand the left out just a little bit. Draw the hips back towards the heel and then reach the crown of head forward. Option to come up light onto dome, right fingertips. Finding lightness by rising through the ribs on the right side. Connect the feet. Paw roots pressing forward and dragging back, little dig drag to engage the feet, engage the back line of the leg, root the hips back and wide. Soften the belly, lift the chin. Option to extend seed long. Press the hand away like you're pressing into something. Open up the space between the ribs. Extend through the sideline. Option to replace the dome fingertips to the mat. Pick up the right knee out to the side, open leg. The knee hugs in towards the chest so we can maintain hollows in the front of the groins. Hero the foot. Engage the back line of the leg. The knee hugs forward, hips root back. Soft belly, fullness in the rib cage. Strong push of the mat away, find the hollow under the left armpit. Crown of head reaches, chin lifted. One more pulse. Torso comes forward. Step the right foot in front of the left knee. Draw the hips back and wide. Reach crown of head forward. Pulsing into the outer hip on the right side. My cat loves bow spring. Find one more pulse. Root the hips back, reach through the crown of head. Replace the hand, replace the knee. Spring low, draw the hips back and wide. Press the mat away, pull the ribs forward. Can you keep the lower lumbar moving in as you draw the hips back? Find some stillness in the center. We're going to set up crouching cat. Hands are as wide as the mat. Feet are as wide as the mat. Untuck the toes. Lift the knees. Pop up to crouching cat. There's a deep bend in the knees as the paws are rooted, pushing down and out to the side. Soften the belly. Fullness in the heart. Crown of head reaches, chin lifted. Find a pulse, draw the hips back and wide, reach the ribs forward. Can you soften the belly? Elbow, eyes face inwards towards each other. Sets up the shoulders for proper alignment so we can push the mat away and find fullness in the back heart. Externally rotate the right hand, twist cat to the left. Knees and feet to the left, sit the hips towards the heels, and then rise up through the ribs, ear cascades to shoulder. Option to come up onto dome left fingertips. Lightness sources through rising the ribs. Bending and extending through the legs. Arcing the body like a human rainbow. Eyes look towards your fingertips. Option to extend seed long. Pressing the seed away, extending through the sideline. Last pulse. Come back through center. Little pulses. Forward and back. Fullness in the heart. Softness in the belly. Externally rotate left hand, twist knees and feet to the right. Twist cat to the right. hips towards the heels, rise up through the ribs. Coming up light onto dome, right fingertips. Rising through the ribs, eyes look towards your fingertips. Connecting to the feet, dig, drag to root the hips back further. Bow the belly. Pick up the space underneath the left hip. Rise the hips to rise the ribs. Option to extend right seed long. Pulse into the extension. Press the seat away. Extend through the sideline. Open the ribs. One last pulse. Come back through center. Strong push of the mat away. Narrow the knees, lower the knees. Come back to all fours. Untuck the toes. Walk the knees back. Come onto the part of the thigh that's just above the knee, so we're not actually on the knee. Walk the hands wide off of the mat. Hamstring curl the heels towards the glutes. Isometric engagement, heels hugging towards the glutes. Send the hips back up and wide. Lower lumbar moves in. Strong push of the mat away, fullness in the back heart. Draw the elbows apart. Lower. Crown of head reaches, eyes look towards the top of the mat. And then press the mat away, come back up. Do this a couple times. Only coming down so far as you can maintain fullness in the back heart. We don't want to collapse between the shoulder blades. Last one. Walk the hands back onto the mat. Sit back onto your heels. Domes to the tops of the thighs. Lift the heart, lift the chin. Sweep arms forward, two seats forward. Sweep hands back, catch ecstasy. Elbows hug in towards the nose, gentle press of the head back into the hands. Draw the hips back and wide, and then rise through the forearms towards the ceiling. Can you keep the hips tacked back? Tendency has us popping up and pushing the hips forward like so. We lose all engagement in the back body. Can you keep a hollow in the front of the groins and send your hips back further so we can engage into the glutes as we rise? Find a pulse. Draw the hips back, rise through the forearms. Lengthen the belly, lift the chin. Next time you rise up, arm over to the right. Rising through the space underneath the left armpit. Leading through the elbow, rising up, arcing over. Gentle press the head back into the hands. Belly's long. Come back through center. Pulse the midline. Rise up, arc over to the left. Rising through the ribs on the right side. Pick up the space underneath the right armpit. Come back through center. Two seats forward. Keep the hips rooted the mat. Walk the hands forward, come to all fours. And that's it. Thank you so much.